That means he knows Jusis is not, like, he was
A
born
noble.
from, like, yeah. Oh.
Oh?
Let me check. Oh, 92? You're good. If it's 92, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Keep
Yeah.
up the good work.
Ooh.
I think that's Anime North.
Oh, Anime
No,
North?
no. Wait, I think it is. Yeah, Anime North, yeah.
Oh.
Like, I think it's 28 and 30. Yeah, it's always on May. Yeah, oh well. Here is the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted me to me. Please take it and study its contents well. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
If you excuse me, then, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know. Let's see what we got.
I
Uses.
predict 4.
Nah. Alright, Michael.
Nah.
Uses.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see what my brother's given us for today.
You're gonna be surprised. Your prediction's wrong, Michael.
It is?
Yeah. I'm kind of
Dang.
anxious.
2?
Yeah, too!
Oh, I
You
was
only got
off, I was
2.
off by 2.
It's alright. That means only less.
Oh, that's true.
Another well-balanced
Perfect timing.
assortment. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Rufus had predicted what happened yesterday from the very start.
You're saying he intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between the nobles and the commoners? If that's true, I'm impressed. His reputation is well earned. It sure does. Seems that way. I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We have only 1 day left before we must depart on our return voyage to Trista. We should set out as...
Jusis Alberea.
What is it, Machius Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. What did you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Oh! He
Nonsense!
knows.
I did no such thing! I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
Oh,
Oh.
busted!
Machias.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Oh.
Lord Jusis.
Uh-oh.
Father? Maybe. Oh no, the butler. Arnold.
What brings you
Arnold.
here? I would have
Not
expected
Arnold
you to be my
Schwarzenegger.
father's side.
Damn it, I was trying to make a joke with
Terribly
that.
sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
But...
Go with him.
Oh,
We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
It looks like
Huh.
Jusis
All the way back to your
is not gonna be with us,
It would be a shame not to
I
visit
guess
with your
not then.
family, right?
so you can't use him.
Agreed.
that's a
Are
shame.
you certain?
It's alright.
Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right. Let's
Wow.
be back in the hotel lobby around noon.
no
If something comes up,
hostile,
just leave a message at the
Yeah.
front desk.
just neutral.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Jusis any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still,
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Good boy!
Stop
Good
that!
boy.
Stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe. Rain, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so...
Yeah, this
how
game
about
has
we
some
get to it?
comedy moments. Yeah.
Right.
This game has some comedy moments here too. Yeah. He left. You can't use him. There's a hidden quest here. So yeah.
Oh,
Let's talk to... Oh. He's in the, this one. The hidden quest is over here.
oh my.
We have to walk all the way there. Oh,
His
Oh,
we have
no.
turbo mode. We have turbo mode, so we're good.
Have your
Oh.
speech user.
Oh, I don't need to use fast motion here because we have turbo mode. So yeah,
Hooray for turbo mode.
A dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
don't need to do that. No, we're good. We're here.
Oh, okay.
There he is.
Yay.
This is the hidden quest. So this is Arro's fort. Or wait, how did I end up here? Why do these things keep happening to me? Is something the matter? You're my messiah, Sias, sent by Adios to save me, aren't you? Not quite sure how you reached that conclusion. You don't seem like you're part of the provincial army, are you?
What are you doing here?
I'm lost. Completely lost. I'll be fine though. No worries. That's a rather positive outlook for someone who's completely lost.
Who is he? Just talking with this man is making my head hurt.
Haha. Well, at times like these, it just seems logical to try and stay positive no matter what. I think I may have reached my limit to that end, however. That's unfortunate. How did you get here in the begin with? Well, I happily tell you, but fair warning, it's a truly moving tale of hardship and woe. I hope you got some boxes of tissue handy. Shall I begin?
I think we'll pass.
Aw, come on. Is there a short version? Fine. I'll see what I can do. Actually, to tell you the truth, there's really not much to say. I wandered out onto the highway for a bit for a change of pace and happened to spot a rare butterfly, so I chased after it. And suddenly, I find myself hallway along the canyon path, surrounded by monsters. So I ran, barely escaping with my life, and turned up here. The end. I see.
That sounds like quite a predicament.
As weird as this guy is, I don't think we can just leave him here like this. In all good conscience.
Yay!
If you like, we'll be willing to ask you back to Berry Hard. Really? You would? Oh, thank you. Oh, you're such nice people. I wish those nasty provincial armies soldiers were more like you.
Oh? Something happened?
Well, I went over and asked if one of them could escort me back to the city. But they just said if I made my way here, I could get myself back the same way. Some people are so cold-hearted, aren't they? Yes, I shouldn't tell him I was thinking the same thing.
I believe we all were.
It looks as though the goddess hasn't abandoned me after all, though. Not if she was enough to send you my way. Ha 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 ha. Should we be going then? Of course. Very hard, here I come!
Very hard. Very hard.
I can't stop laughing. Oh boy. So all you have to do is just go back. Because he's in the party.
Oh, he's in the party?
Yeah. But he cannot fight enemies though.
Oh.
Oh, hold up, please. I'm sorry, but you mind giving me a moment? Not a problem at all. Are your legs getting tired? Oh no, that's not it. I was just gazing at the valley beneath this bridge. And I thought this might be a good opportunity to calm myself down a bit.
What are you going to do?
Just let me worry about that. It'll take a moment, I promise. I might make a bit of noise though, so please don't panic.
Oh.
I see?
See? What's he planning on doing?
Let's see.
Alright then.
Wait.
Whoa! How far does this valley go? Oh no. I'm not going to let that scare me. Perish the thought.
Is he going to?
Is he jumping?
No.
Is
I
he?
hate anniversary festivals! Ah! Farewell, my youth!
Wait, what?
Phew! Much better. Shall be off then.
Well,
Did I mishear you when you said you were going to calm yourself down? I think the best thing to do right now is probably just pretend none of this ever happened.
agreed.
That music that played there? That music that played there?
Yeah.
That's the game over music.
Really?
That's the game over music. When you get, defeated by the enemies. That's the music, the game
Wow.
over music. Yeah.
I'm shocked by that.
So that's the game over music. So yeah.
And that guy just yelled.
Yeah. Here we go. I made it. I actually made it back alive. Thank you so much for this. You're welcome. I really had no idea how to make this up to you all. Oh, if it isn't Ricky! Ricky!
Ricky Kun.
Hey, come on. Hey, come and let me introduce you to my good friend Ricky. Ricky from Xenoblade?
Whoa.
Hey, Anton. You sure took your sweet time. Never believe what happened to me. But tragic as my story is, I made it back here all thanks to help these guys here. Right. I think I get what happened. Something terrible happened shortly after you left town, at which point these people came along and helped you. Haha, I knew you would understand, old buddy.
Oh.
This Ricky person doesn't seem exactly normal either. Haha, they do say the birds of a feather flock together.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm more amazed at the fact that they both seem completely calm despite all that happened. It's kind of funny to watch, though.
You guys really are a bunch of good smarariatans, aren't you? Let me thank you as well. Takes some real guts to stick with him with the whole way. You guys really are my saviors. Oh, I know. Let me give you this for all you done for me. It's really popular over in Crossbell. A napping fishy.
Nappy Mishy.
Thank you.
Oh.
I assume the both of you are traveling together then.
Oh. Did you came from Crossbell?
Nah, we're from Liberal.
Liberal?
Yeah. We were just staying in Crossbell for a while as part of our trip. Yeah, we've both been traveling for a few months now. We only got here to Erbonia about a week ago. Now we're planning on making our way to a new destination.
Right.
So you'll be resuming your journey throughout Erbonia? Yep, that's the idea. That's not all. One day, I will find my true self after all this traveling. Or so he says. But he's almost out of money to actually do any traveling. He'll have to prioritize searching for a job over searching for himself soon. Well, that's true, but... Are these two actually friends? Anyway, thanks so much for your all help. We'll catch you later. Okay, two more quests, and then we're done with this session. Can you guys handle
Alright.
it?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, Central Plaza. There you go, the restaurant. There you go. Shep. I didn't read it. Oh, Hammond! Hammond!
Hammond?
No, they're Jojo. They're, Hammond!
Oh my goodness.
Greetings and
Hammond?
welcome. Hello, Hammond. We're here to hear your request. I'd like to thank you for that delicious meal last night first.
It was good.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Might as well where Lord Jusis is though. He was called back to the mansion, I'm afraid.
We had plans to meet up with him in the afternoon, however.
Is that so? It's too bad Jusis isn't here, considering this request is from his uncle. Anyway, about your request. Ah yes, as you read, I would like you to gather some ingredients for me. Are you all currently free? If so, I will explain the details of what I need. Yes, we can take it up now. Please go ahead and explain. The request mentioned something about making a nostalgic dish. Correct. Said this dish isn't on our menu, but it's one that we'll like you all to try.
I sure it's rather special dish, then. There's no doubt about how delicious it'll be if you're making it, at least.
Tea.
What kind of dish is it?
Perhaps soup is the best way to describe it.
Gasp.
I plan on making enough for you all to enjoy, so please look forward to that. Hehe, how could we not? What is unique for us together then? There are two types of ingredients. I'd like you to ask, you gather them for me. First is gobbly fat, which can be collected from monsters on the highway. I need 5 of those, to be exact.
Ooh.
The other is an herb used by the Septian Church to synthesize medicine called a healing herb. So
5 piles of globally fat and a healing herb. Where do we get the herb from then?
You'll want to speak to Sister Tatiana at Very Hard Cathedral. I'm sure she'll be willing to part with one. Just tell her I sent you. Alright.
I enjoyed the word very hard.
Because it makes the sounds. Oh wait, shall we start on the task at hand?
Yeah. Let's head to the cathedral first. Roger, roger.
Of cathedral, yeah. This one. There it is. There she is, Tatiana.
Sister Tatiana.
Yeah. Oh, good day. Is there something you need from me? You must be Sister Tatiana, I assume. Could we trouble you for a healing herb by any chance? Hamon from Sorieri told us that we be able to procure some here. Oh, is that so? I see. Would you mind waiting a bit while I prepare one for you? Here you go. We appreciate it, sister.
This is an ingredient used for making the medicine, isn't it? Is it safe to use for food too?
Of course. It's a very healthy ingredient when you use for food. The only issue that is very bitter, so some inventiveness on the part of the ship is required to hide that. I see. Ahmad must have some way of doing so then.
I'm kind of interested in how he does it. Likewise.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Haha, same here. Well, thank you again for the help. You're welcome. The Gobbly Flat is from this one, North Cruising Highway. Defeat the monsters.
Do we have to kill more food?
No. We
More
have
monsters.
it. No. We don't
we
need
have
that.
it.
We have it. I'm pretty sure I have it. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure I have it because of New Game Plus.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
I got it.
Hooray!
Hello again. I presume you collected all the ingredients then. Yeah, everything's here and accounted for. Here you go. See, I have it. Then.
Ooh,
Much
nice.
obliged. Please make your way over to the table. I'll begin preparing the dish immediately. How was it? I call this dish Deluxe Herb Chowder. It was beyond delicious. I feel a sort of comforting warmth throughout my body after eating it.
Wouldn't mind having some of this if I ever got a cold. Indeed. I almost feel like a bullet just might cure it outright.
I'm pleased to hear that. You did mention this was a rather nostalgic dish. I assume Jusis had it often? That's correct. It was one of his favorite dishes even. To tell you the truth, the one who created this dish was none other than my sister herself. In other words, Lord Jusis' mother.
Oh!
I see.
Well then,
Would that make you his uncle?
kind of surprising.
Oh, oops. We didn't tell you too about that, did we? My apologies. I was under the impression that you were all aware.
I wasn't expecting his mother to be the courier of the dish, though.
His mother must have been skilled at cooking if she could think of a dish this delicious. She was indeed. She would even come to help out here from time to time. The first time she made this soup was when Lord Jusis fell ill during his younger years. She went to the church to ask for medical herbs. After which, she set about inventing a dish that would be both easy for him to digest and enjoyable to eat. Lord Jusis was always at the front of her mind. It really does sound like she cared deeply for him.
And yet he lost her 8 years ago. Sounds like he hasn't had such an easy life after all. Someone's been thinking about Jusis. Who might that be? Certainly not me.
I probably said too much. I was hoping that Lord Jusis would be here to enjoy this too, but at any rate, I'm happy I could talk to you all about this. We got to learn a bit more about Jusis, so likewise. Haha. Well, that brings my request to an end. Thank you all for your help. There's plenty of soup left over, so feel free to take it with you. Oh, thank you, sir. This is the least I can do for Lord Jusis' friends. Goodbye then. I wish you luck with your future endeavors. Shall I do another one?
Might as well. We could be almost at the end of the chapter.
No, there's more cutscenes. How about I defeat the monster and then the part's over? Yeah.
Alright then.
Because the next one is we're gonna fight the monster. So we'll do that. Yeah. Defeat the monster in North Cruising Highway. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's a book
that was
here.
quick.
Oh, there's a book here. Oh, okay.
Oh my.
No. It talked to Annette in North exit of North Station Street.
Ah.
Oh, buy some milk, I guess. It says on the guide. Buy some milk.
Oh.
And
Yeah, buy milk, huh?
And buy a frog strap at Henderson's and Cold
Oh my.
General Goods. It's for the final chapter, I think. Yeah.
Ah.
That frog strap, I think that's for the final chapter. Yeah. There it is. It's a plant. It's a plant. There it is.
Wowzers.
Oh wow, it's fine.
P.
Oh, sorry. Looks as strong as yesterday's.
That means we'll really need to be careful, considering Jusis isn't with us today.
Rin. I'm ashamed of what happened yesterday. I know we had our shares of differences, but... well...
Hey.
He's embarrassed. Quiet, Fee. I'm trying to...
I caused problems for everyone too. My injuries were a result of my own carelessness. Hopefully, by giving this fight everything we got, we can make up for this whole mess together. I'm counting on you, Machias.
I won't let you down.
Fight!
Warning.
Sounds good to us. Stay on your toes.
Go! Yeah,
We got this.
I'll show off Fee as scrap now. Rate the supers! Again. Oh wait, first.
Oh woo.
It's weak to fire. Oh, obviously. Because it's a plant. Yeah. It's a plant, so it's weak to
Fire.
fire. Yeah. Alright, Fee, S-Scrap, rate the super.
Oh,
Silky dance.
whoa!
Spear.
Okay, 9 out of 10 for me.
9 out of 10
Yeah.
for Fee. Alright, that's nice.
That's 8.
What did John said? 8?
What?
Did he say 8?
8.
Yep.
8, okay.
We won.
We won.
We sure did. In doing so, I believe we successfully redeemed ourselves for yesterday. Good work, everyone.
Suppose that gets a pass. I'm sorry, everyone. I've been dragging you all down. Especially you, Ren. I owe you a double the apology. Sorry, please forgive me.
It's alright, Machias. Don't worry about it. I'll just answer you honestly from the start. All of this could have been avoided. So if anything, I should be the one apologizing. I'm sorry for misleading you.
No.
Anyway, it's all in the past now. I'm glad to have you in our group, Machias.
Same to you.
I'm glad the two of you were finally to be able to make up.
Ah. You.
You.
Hey, don't make fun of us.
So, as long we're in a role here, why not use this chance to make up with Jusis too?
What?
If you could just be more honest with one another, I'm sure even common leaks would be bit out of the.
Not a chance. My behavior towards you was wrong, and I fully admit that. But Jusis is a whole different story. He and I are fundamental incompatible, and nothing any of you can do can change that.
I guess getting those two to accept one another is still a long ways off. Well, we should probably head back to town, don't you think? Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Jusis should be back soon too.
I'm hungry. Fine, let's go.